I'm still a little bit ill. Still quite a lot bit ill. Is this appropriate? Bulkhead t-shirt. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. What was that from? Galaxy High. Awkward way to get into a vlog. Couldn't really think what to talk about, but it's been a week. Can't wear this t-shirt for the rest of the day. Doesn't smell very good. I think the last opportunity I had to moan about me being ill was 5 Awesome Transformers Guys, which I filmed on the Saturday and not the Sunday, which was probably the best thing, because by the time Sunday came round I was battered and ravaged. It's been horrible. I can't remember being ill like that in a long time. It's just gruesome. 300 subscribers. In fact, if I press my magic button now, Shazam, 305. I don't know what happened. I do know what happened, marginally, but it keeps topping itself up and topping itself up. That whole not really interested thing, it goes away very quickly. I had a conversation with the bigger voice. You have to excuse me. If I talk lots at the moment, it just builds up phlegm. I just have to sort of expel it. I had a conversation with the bigger voice, who boldly and openly, and I do completely agree with him, said people who say they don't care about subs are just as stupid as people who get fixated on them. And yes, you're completely right. The whole subscribers thing, I mean, you can say that you just do the YouTube thing for fun, and that's fine. You should just do the YouTube thing for fun. But at the same time, people like attainable goals, don't they? They like to know that what they're doing is welcomed and what they're, you know, striving for is being achieved. And by gaining the odd subscriber, that's exactly it. So it's not, doesn't make you a power-hungry, maniacal, YouTube crazed maniac. It just makes you someone who tried something and wants it to work, and that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So yeah, 305. Received a couple of odd messages saying that I'm now sort of accepted upper echelon of reviewers. I don't know, that sounds a bit extreme to me. It seems a bit kind of... It's only 300 people. 300 people, but it is only 300 people. I'm going to stop talking about this. Let's talk about something else. My job has so much to learn. I've got to learn about 8 million different types of plastic bags, each with a different paper string or a rope string or a handle, or seamed or gusseted, or... It's going to be quite a journey though. I'm going to quite enjoy it. It's just nice to be active again, and it's so close to home. I say home, I mean home here. Obviously I wanted to move back to the sort of waterside area really, and I can't really see that being on the cards now because I've moved about as far away as you possibly can work-wise. So with regards to accommodation, I'm going to have to find somewhere over here, which isn't really what I want. I think it's what's going to happen. It's not that far, it's not the end of the world. We'll worry about it another day. I've got to pay for it first and all that sort of stuff. So I've got a job. Saw Tron Legacy last night. My initial response when I finished the film was, I'm gonna kinda need to watch that again. It just sort of flows along and flows along and flows along, and the whole time your eyes are thinking, oh my god, because it's just visually incredible, and I'm not using that term lightly. It's incredible. Story wise, well, I'm not quite sure if it knew where it was going. It's a bit, it concentrated on all the pretty looking pictures so much. There's, without spoiling it for people, the hot girl with the angled fringe, what was she all about? And the way it went from Mr. Flynn's boy, went into the net, for the first time ever, and the next thing you know he's just running around playing light cycle games and stuff like that and really knows what he's doing, and it just seems a bit kind of I don't know, it was all a bit forced, and it asks you to take an awful lot for granted without asking any questions in between. I'm not really one for questions. I like Revenge of the Fallen, so in order for me to pick up on stuff like that, I can see why other people might have been so disappointed as they were. It's fine. Did I watch The Royal Wedding? No. Did I sit on YouTube all morning just watching crap? Hell yes. That was fine. Got no problem with that at all. Bulkhead t-shirt. You know you want one. The main event. The one thing that happened this week. The thing that I'd actually asked myself very, very vaguely the other day, just sat there thinking, isn't it about time we had some more information on Dark and the Moon? Have you noticed how there was a complete drought? No news whatsoever about Dark and the Moon for quite a little while. There was no character bios leaked out. We haven't found anything out that was particularly interesting or poignant or anything like that. Next thing I know, I woke up in the morning and everyone's talking about the new... Oh, the trailer. I've watched it quite a lot, and now I've got this new 22-inch monitor in 1080p and watched it on that quite a lot. It's just... I got mercilessly overexcited at the time, and I think that's fair. I think because that's how I'm sort of wired. It's tough, but I must admit that after sitting down for a little while and thinking about what other people are going to think about it, and thinking about some of the questions that it brings up and stuff like that, I'm still really excited about it. It's so good. I can't wait for the film. I can't wait for the film. And I know it's one of those you're going to have to, Dave, but I can't wait for the film. I need it now. There are other people who've done... I might link you, put a link. I'm going to put a linky downstairs to probably the best reaction video I've seen. There's a guy who does... He doesn't collect any of the figures, but he seems to be mildly obsessed with Transformers. Someone's just bought him a Transformers 3 big vinyl wall thing with the little brass eyelets that you get all dotted all around it, that you put up on like sports centre walls and stuff like that. That's waterproof, that's up high as opposed to just behind a bus shelter closey thing. I've got really gungy eyes. It's hay fever time. I don't know if it's half cold or whether it's hay fever, because the sun's really beating down around here at the moment. I think a lot of it might be the hay fever killing at me. I might die. I can't really be bothered to do any more talking. It was just catching in. I haven't really... all I'm going to do in this video is just rub my eyes when I look at it back, because I'm a skank. So, what would I like to say? My closing thoughts. 5 awesome Transformers, guys. Colour. Going to try and film that tonight. My new thing is to try and film my 580Gs on Saturday, so I can put them up Saturday morning, instead of remembering that I really ought to get on with it about 3:30 and having it up by 5 o'clock, therefore missing a whole day's worth. Can't talk again, God. 580G on Saturdays. Gonna make the effort. I'm gonna be out most of the day. That's fine. I like Saturdays where I'm out most of the day. I'm gonna have me a haircut. So watch the new thing. Went to work at the new job. When I get an idea of what I'm doing a little bit more, I'll have a proper conversation about it. But I've had 3 days on, which have been end of month for all the other people that work there, with 3 people on holiday. So it has been fraught. I think I'm going to like it. I think it delves into an awful lot more of my creative juices than any of the other jobs did. But it's... I think it doesn't wave the sales stick so hard. I think you need to know what you're doing with regards to sales to get your foot in the door, to speak to the people that you need to speak to, but at the same time, because of the kind of stuff that it is, it's going to balance the sales thing with a bit more of a creativity thing, and a bit of taste, and a bit of balance, and a bit of just knowing your market and stuff like that an awful lot more than before, because the people are going to need your input in order to get what they want. It's fine. They've set me a couple of very simple tasks with some very simple pitfalls that I should have picked up, and I picked up the pitfalls that I should have found, and that's fine. It means that I'm sort of paying attention and learning at an acceptable rate. And they're very, very nice about the fact that they don't need me to know everything now. Oh, an all California roller Barbie, then you go, girl. They don't need me to know it now. They just need me to know it eventually. Well, not eventually, but sooner rather than later, but not now, and that's healthy. I think that's a very healthy attitude. I think that's whether that's a healthy attitude now or whether the other people that I've been working with previously were just wanting too much. Answers on a postcard, please. Salesman that can't talk at the moment. Just genius. Thank you to Matter Smasher and Vigor Voice, who both did me videos on how to put my wheeljack into car mode. I've now got a wheeljack in car mode. I don't dare take him out of it. I don't know if the rest of you have this problem, but wheeljack in car mode, his doors won't line up. None of this lines up. There's big sort of gaping holes you have to put your fingers on to make line up properly. Is that normal? Does everybody's car do that? I really want to put him back into robot mode, but I really want to do reviews of all my alternators. There's mess number one saying I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to try and edit this down in 15 minutes if I can possibly do it, so I can get in the shower and then get to go and have my head chopped quickly, which I think will be necessary. I'm going to go for spiky. I've had my hair flat and sort of just brush forward. I'm going to go for spiky again, but I need to buy some proper stuff. I love you long time.